music has to be well performed. So you see, you set yourself a standard, which is always a whip.
Yes.
You're whipping yourself always into like a soldier, that you have to always be there, ready.
Well, that's why it stays interesting, because you are always trying to do better.
Yes, we must. It's our duty. It's the first duty.
Well,
To ourselves, to music especially, because we serve a very beautiful thing. And a high art. It's one of the
amen
fine
to
arts.
that.
And that's why I say it is a lot of hard work. And one thing I can say to young people is that they are unfortunate in this sense. Today there are very few voices ready to sing. And I don't mean very few beautiful voices. I mean very few voices with excellent schooling ready to undertake all these big roles with experience. Now the experience you cannot obtain by starting off with the Metropolitan or the Scala.
No.
Our experience was obtained by starting in little theaters and coming up the hard way, which is not something that people like to do.
It doesn't
But
sound
it
as
makes
glamorous
you
as
or
the
breaks you.
end result.
And then by the time you reach the Scala and the Metropolitan, you're already a mature singer, because the Scala and Metropolitan does not have any space for amateurs.
Yes.
Because it's a great stage, and it has that much tradition that it should be respected. Also, these young singers are broken, because they're easily applauded.
Yes.
They say, well, why should we work harder? Look, we have a wonderful success. And they stop working. They go around performing. They sing just anything under the sun. Heavy roles, light roles.
And allow themselves to be pushed into
Exactly.
things.
So you can't get away with murder in the beginning, you know.
Yes.
You can if you've studied hard, if you have a great experience. Well, you know your way around, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
There are singers, for instance, that have told me, and I realize now what they mean. You should never use your capital, which is the voice.
Yeah.
Always use your interest. That is the schooling of Bel Canto. Isn't it amazing?
Yes, yes.
In other words, never use your voice full swing.
Mm-hmm.
You must always use it in its way of singing.
With a great deal of reserve.
Interest. The interest of, well, you know, your
Yes.
fortune. You never use your fortune. You have to put it somewhere where it will give you a
Yes.
certain interest.
Yes.
That is the same way if you apply it into the voice.
I hope that young artists listening can profit from it, because we see you now as the great artist and the glamorous personality and so on, and I think it's so easy to think
we
that
are
you
servants,
just burst
frankly.
upon the scene and
Well, we are just servants of art. That is the truth about the whole thing.
well, I'm
We
sure that
serve art, and that is our first purpose. Now, if you do that, everything comes automatic. You're great, you're famous, you have money, but the work is hard in the beginning, during, and after. Because as soon as you're applauded and everybody has hailed you, you go home, and then, as I said before, you calculate what you did, what you shouldn't have done, and you say, all right, tomorrow's another day. So you see, that's the way I am. That's the way I've been brought up. That was the way great artists were once upon a time.
well, it certainly had magnificent results.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very, very much, Madame Callas.